a bit about the history of these peace poles. And do you know that there are peace poles all around the world, in every country in the world? Different organizations and groups and schools have peace poles, and they all say on them, "May peace prevail on earth." So that's like saying, peace rules. And that's one of the things we need to keep in our hearts. This peace pole here was brought to the school in about 1996 by one of our former principals, Mr. Gordon Moss. And it has the words, "May peace prevail on earth," in about 8 different languages. I can't read all of them, though. This peace pole here was actually created by an artist by the name of Don Trousdell. And he lived in Bermuda for about 18 years. He doesn't live here anymore, though. And he painted this beautiful peace pole and a number of other pieces of art showing and representing symbols of peace. So there are a couple of symbols of peace that we know about on this pole. One of them is a dove of peace. Another one is an olive branch. Another one is a palm branch. Another one is this one. Can you all do this? That means peace. Originally, it meant V for victory after the Second World War, but it became a symbol of peace in about the 1960s. You remember those days, right, Mr. Harding? Another symbol of peace is represented, and it's perfect, right in the middle of the school courtyard. And this is a peace symbol that was developed, I learned this, in the 60s, and it actually was created by an artist who was using the symbols of an N and a D from semaphore. And semaphore is a system of using flags to represent letters of the alphabet. And you can go and ask your teachers all about that, and they'll know all about that, and they'll show you how to use semaphore someday. And what the artist was using was these flags to show an N and a D to mean nuclear disarmament. But instead of meaning simply nuclear disarmament, it came to mean peace. And that's what your symbol is meaning here in the middle of our courtyard. So you're representing that. And just like Mr. Harding said, peace has been an important part of our school forever and ever, because our school started as a Montessori school. And Maria Montessori wrote a book called Education and Peace. And she thought and believed that education was one of the ways that we could bring peace to the world. And peace is sort of about being kind, and it's about being respectful, and it's about feeling safe. So if we can have all those things in our school, kindness and feeling safe and being respectful, I think we would have a peaceful place. And I think if we took all those things, kindness and respect and safety, into the bigger world, maybe the bigger world could feel that peacefulness. So I think Mr. Trousdell, as an artist, did a wonderful job in reminding us all these symbols of peace in a beautiful, colorful display. And you know, I discovered he's done this in other places as well. And you can actually use technology and go and see a YouTube video where he talks all about his work in creating pictures and images and peace poles. So on that note, with that little bit of history about our peace poles, I hope you will treasure them and remember them. And as the song says, that I think we might be singing in a minute, just let peace begin with you and in your heart. Thank you.
If I could do Peace is a daily, a weekly, a monthly process, gradually changing opinions, slowly eroding old barriers, quietly building new structures. John F. Kennedy.
The most valuable possession you can own is an open heart. The most powerful weapon that you can be is an instrument of peace. Carlos Santana. People take different roads seeking fulfillment and happiness. Just because they're not on your road doesn't mean they're lost. Dalai Lama.
Peace. It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of all those things and still be calm in your heart. Unknown.
Good morning, students, parents, and teachers of Somersfield. The following excerpt is from the United Nations Peace Bell ceremony at the International Day of Peace held on September 19th of this year. These were the opening statements to the ceremony and represent the fundamental concepts behind peace and why peace is an essential force in our society.
We are called upon to turn our attention to the plight of populations caught in the grip of war, living in fear and uncertainty. We are reminded of the lives lost, property destroyed, families and communities torn apart, and development efforts disrupted. Today we should recommit our efforts towards the peaceful resolution of conflicts and the building of lasting peace. This organization, the United Nations, was founded to rid our world of the scourge of war. It is our duty and collective responsibility to promote tolerance, dialogue, and peaceful settlement of disputes. Peace is a prerequisite for the achievement of sustainable development. Therefore, on this International Day of Peace, let us rededicate ourselves to the pursuit of peace across the world. May the ringing of the peace bell today send a message of peace and hope that resonates loud and clear across the world. The people afflicted by the scourge of violent conflict deserve to live in peace.
The excerpt above communicates the central ideas behind peaceful thought. It reiterates the thought that we must work towards having peace as a prominent and permanent force in our society in order to remove elements that cause the downfall of various communities worldwide. To end, we must leave with this quote by Dag Hammarskjöld, the Second Secretary General of the United Nations. The pursuit of peace and progress cannot end in a few years in either victory or defeat. The pursuit of peace and progress, with its trials and its errors, its successes and its setbacks, can never be relaxed and never can be abandoned. Thank you.
And I think that's the message that we want to take away from getting together this morning. Peace is going to start with you. Every single one of you as individuals can go out into the world, whether you're 5 years old or 15 or 45. If we try to live a peaceful life each day, believe in that, and make sure that peace begins with us, then we have a chance to put right a lot of the things that are wrong with the world at the moment by being honest and true, being kind, and letting peace start with you each day. Thank you all for coming together so well. Thank you for your very lovely behavior. Thank you, Mrs. Hallett, for coming to see us and your kind words. And let me wish everybody a very pleasant holiday next week. Thank you all very much. Thank you.